if it ain't worth its weight in tickets, it ain't worth its weight in your pocket.
What the? Trying to sneak up on me?
What is it? Alright, no worries. I'm always open, you get me? If you're after some chems, you landed in the right spot. Duh, I already said I did, didn't I? This is all I've got at the moment.
The world runs on tickets and information. What you know is usually worth more than what you got.
It's on!
What was that?
Don't know how I feel about stealing from the dead.
I know you're here. What was that?
Beastly nuisance. Glad that's done with. Back to the usual day tedium. Thought as much. Nothing there after all.
He's watching us. That's a lot tougher. There's a place for me.
Oi, watch it!
Look where you're going.
I've never seen a pig, but I assume this is how they live.
I'm telling you, he was enormous, larger than the tavern.
Yeah, right.
Oh, what are you trying to suggest, barkeep?
I don't believe it.
With all the mad stuff out there, you don't believe I, Lancelot, met a giant talking tree?
Well, I guess it's bordering on the realm of possibility. Did you slay him then?
Slay him? No, he was polite enough. Oh, I could do with a shave, though. He had the face of a ghoul.
I heard ghouls exfoliate their skin with sandpaper. Do you reckon that's true?
You know what, mate? I could definitely see that being true.
Patience is key, for the quest continues.
Well, well, well. If it isn't Gaheris, scary Gaheris. Meet my friend here.
Much obliged.
Oh, what can I get you? It's on the house.
Correction, it's on his slate.
What did I find out? What did I find out, barkeep?
Well, he learnt that ghouls exfoliate their skin with sandpaper.
I got sidetracked. You're not a spy, are you, barkeep?
Nope.
Damn. Anyway, what did you find, Gaheris? Really? Let's have a butcher's. The letters are all, fuzzy. Say, barkeep, what do you make of this?
Hang on. It's addressed to a syndicate loan shark. I bet your man is a gambling addict. Initials JM.
Gambler, eh? Fuck you, Gaheris, you shit for brains. You bastard! Don't tell me to calm down, you sad sack of shit. I, Lancelot, challenge you, Gaheris, to a duel. Coward. You don't have choice. You will fight me.
Let's make this more exciting. I bet 500 tickets on Gaheris.
I'll take that action.
Yeah, me too.
You're out of your mind, barkeep. Lancelot is undefeated. I'll take your bet.
Right. Everyone to Dueler's Ditch.
All right, travelling companion. I've got a question for you.
Come in.
Rally to me!
Gaheris wins. Pay up.
Here's your money.
Thank you. You have eyes. Use them.
Yeah, take the money.
Thank you.
No, this is bullshit. I'm not giving you anything.
Gaheris, this one doesn't want to pay up.
That fight was rigged. Lancelot would have kicked your ass in the real world. Not whatever upside down, backwards, insane world this is. Because I don't have the money, okay? I thought this bet was a sure thing. I didn't expect to pay up. I really need the money, you know. I'm skint, in every sense of the word. Bloody loan sharks. Bloody syndicate. Bloody luck. You're standing in front of the unluckiest man in London, friend. The Isle of Dogs Syndicate have threatened me, beat me, and maimed me. And I'm still into them for more money than you'll ever see in your life. I'm a levy. My name's Benjamin. Benjamin Gale. Fuck. 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 Fuck! How did you get that? Damn him! I'll shove a pipe bomb through his letterbox. My name is Jeff Mutt. I work for the 5th column as a spy. I used to believe in the cause. Now I do it because it's all I have. In all honesty, I'm way over my head. The reason I've come this far as a spy is because people like hanging around gamblers. Especially when they always lose.
I almost feel sorry for the bugger.
I hear that.
Not here. I'm the only one. But I know 5th column agent has infiltrated the Tommy High Command. Right at the top. And no, I don't know who. I overheard the boss mention it once over the dog and bone.
Let's get him in a cell. I'll decide his fate when my head's clearer.
You know, I've always liked you guys. I think this is the start of a great friendship.
Come on, let's go. Gaheris, tell Arthur we've got him.
Ever vigilant.
You thought about that question? Family? Well, kinda. You're the only person I know not trying to capture me, murder me, beat me up, experiment on me. Take my tickets, trick me, laugh at me. Beat up my friends. Well, you're my only friend. Makes that kind of difficult. Then what else is there? And don't that sound like us? Damn right we are. I've always wanted an older brother. We're quite lucky, really. Most people don't get to choose their family. They're just stuck with what they've got. Before either of us get too sentimental, let's get moving. Something tells me there's a lot more to see out there. Something I can help with? I'd say you need to up your banter game, but you'll never overtake me. You think everything boils down to binary? Like, is that dust just someone else's noughts and ones? Yep, more things to do than gab.
Gaheris, what news? Good. I assume he gave up something actionable? The fifth column, the Tommies, and by extension, the gentry. Those three forces stand between London and democracy. The column is ideological. There is no reasoning with fascists. The gentry get off on political debates. We've taught their ear off for years in one form or another. But the Tommies, they're different. They want a peaceful London, but have no ideological or political agenda. They're conscripts in a war they never wanted. If either the column or the gentry rule, the working class suffer. They suffer. Gaheris, I need you to broker peace with the Tommies. I do. We have more in common than even they realize. It won't be easy. They're just as wary of us as we are of them right now. We need a neutral zone, one where the gentry can't influence them, and where they don't feel coerced by us. There's a place outside Albion, nothing more than a field, really. But it's secluded, indefensible by either party, and damn near perfect for a peace treaty. I charge you to convince General Asquith to meet me there. But tread lightly. They're still licking their wounds in the Imperial War Museum, and I'm sure we're not welcome.
London is the place for me.
You pick up more stuff than the scavs I used to run with.
Do you
Well,
fancy
that's
yourself to be
certainly,
Norman Foster?
something.
Want to do some trading?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Here's what I've got.
You got it, boss. I always have time to chat. Oh, really? The adventure was just starting. Well, you know where to find old Archie when you need him.
You up for some new adventures? Good. Let's crack on. If I feel like it. Is something up? Look, I understand. We all need some alone time now and then. I'll see you again soon, hopefully. Just don't disappear on me, okay? You up for some new adventures? Not the decisive sort, are you?
It's away from my head, thank you. Judging by the look in your eyes, it seems like you want us to depart. Finally. Onwards and forwards. How can I help you? My God. I am so glad you asked. Well, settle in, for I shall now tell you the most fascinating story in history. Now, our story begins in the Dark Ages, as most great British stories do, when the Mountbattens were nothing more than a peculiar little clan of blacksmiths, specializing in the fascinatingly specific art of horse mounts. Yes, indeed. Back then, you could dedicate your entire life to a single type of work and never really face any kind of pushback from your loved ones. But I digress. Now, the Mountbattens managed to eke out an admirable life, as admirable as peasants could be in those times, and that is why they were picked to assist in a war of... well, I can't exactly recall the date, but it was one of those important wars, the kind that gets etched into history books. Well, my ancestors, who I believe were descendants of crafty little Frenchmen, they designed the horse mounts for the richest man in their particular side of this little island of ours. Of course, They did a rather poor job, which is why they were forced to go into hiding, followed by a hasty name change to the clan name we have today, the Mountbattens. Not exactly the perfect plan, because the word mount is right there. Oh, but those people spent their days frolicking around in the mud, so we can't exactly blame them for not being so forward-thinking now, can we? Well, skip ahead a few centuries, and the Mountbattens have evolved from lowly craftsmen to beloved artisans. That is to say, they made art out of metal, not that they were artists. God knows my family would not approve of anyone going into the arts. The only difference between a beggar and an artist is that a beggar doesn't make you pay to watch him panhandle. Anyway, it wasn't long before the Mountbattens realized that metalwork would soon become a rather unstable source of employment, and that's when they made the switch into more acceptable lines of work. Farmers, miners, housewives, rail workers, the sort. Skip a few hundred years of simple living and you get to the modern age. Ah, yes. Did you know my great-great-grandfather was supposed to die in one of the first Great Wars? I was hoping we'd seen the last of that. I'd say we cut our losses and go. What? Is that a new hole in my head? I do believe your behind belongs to me. Class. Very classy. Oh, it's you. Words cannot express my gratitude. Here, meet Shelley. She's heard all about you. Isn't she wonderful? She's the best pet anyone could ask for. I get pretty bored out here on my own sometimes, but now I have something to keep me company. Just before I was about to crack it open into the frying pan, one of those eggs you gave me hatched. She took an instant liking to me. And there I was thinking you were just bringing me my lunch. I know. I swore on my honor that you would receive compensation, and so you shall. I do, however, have one more request for you. Shelley's rather fussy, you see. I tried feeding her randstag, steaks, all kinds of stuff. She wouldn't have it. The only thing she likes is that Prilladog chum mystery meat flavor. I only had half a can left to give her. I can't leave my post for a few weeks, so if you can get me enough cans to tide her over, on my honor, I will once again make it worth your while. Are you back with Shelley's dinner? Don't be ridiculous. I hate the gentry as much as the next person, but there's no way they'd pull something as low as that. How can I help you? My God. I am so glad you asked. Well, settle in, for I shall now tell you the most fascinating story in history. Now, our story begins in the Dark Ages, as most great British stories do, when the Mountbattens were nothing more than a peculiar little clan of blacksmiths, specializing in the fascinatingly specific art of horse mounts. Yes, indeed. Back then, you could dedicate your entire life to a single type of work and never really face any kind of pushback from your loved ones. But I digress. Now, the Mountbattens managed to eke out an admirable life, as admirable as peasants could be in those times, and that is why they were picked to assist in a war of... well, I can't exactly recall the date, but it was one of those important wars, the kind that gets etched into history books. Well, my ancestors, who I believe were descendants of crafty little Frenchmen, they designed the horse mounts for the richest man in their particular side of this little island of ours. Of course, they did a rather poor job, which is why they were forced to go into hiding, followed by a hasty name change to the clan name we have today, the Mountbattens. Not exactly the perfect plan, because the word mount is right there. Oh, but those people spent their days frolicking around in the mud, so we can't exactly blame them for not being so forward-thinking now, can we? Well, skip ahead a few centuries, and the Mountbattens have evolved from lowly craftsmen to beloved artisans. That is to say, they made art out of metal, not that they were artists. God knows my family would not approve of anyone going into the arts. The only difference between a beggar and an artist is that a beggar doesn't make you pay to watch him panhandle. Anyway, it wasn't long before the Mountbattens realized that metalwork would soon become a rather unstable source of employment, and that's when they made the switch into more acceptable lines of work. Farmers, miners, housewives, rail workers, the sort. Skip a few hundred years of simple living and you get to the modern age. Ah, yes. Did you know my great-great-grandfather was supposed to die in one of the first great wars? At least, I think it was my great-great-grandfather. I can't recall. Well, they pegged his chance of survival at 5%. Said he was meant to rot in the bottom of the trench. But the old bastard made it through. We don't really know how. That's the thing about us Mountbatten men. We have a way for surviving despite the odds being ever against our favor. I suppose that explains me. Our surprising survival rates meant that we had a head start when it came to reoccupying the workforce. And that is how you get to yours truly. Isn't that just amazing? I know. I'm flabbergasted as well. And it's my personal history. If there's one thing I've gained from all my long years, it's a healthy appreciation of silence. My thoughts, whatever they are, will show themselves through my actions. And right now, I'm enjoying a life not spent hanging upside down off a sign.
Stop running around like a cock.
This place is brimming with opportunity for those smart enough to see it. If there's one thing I've gained from all my long years, it's a healthy appreciation of silence. My thoughts, whatever they are, will show themselves through my actions. And right now, I'm wondering if there's a purpose behind all of our walking to and fro.
Britons never shall be slaves!
Indeed.
You'd have to be insane to take on the Tommies.
If there's anyone on the other side, you take them.
I wish I could meet the Queen.
God save our gracious Queen, long live our noble Queen.
Anything you need? You lost.
Welcome to the Imperial War Museum. Halt. You're with Camelot. Head on in, but we're watching you. Greetings, civilian.
Got business here?
Stay safe, civilian. These are dark times.
One can't help but look at this place and wonder, could it be even more fortified?
Surprised to see me at this desk? Well, frankly, I am too. After you stubborn idealists stonewalled any hope of a simple solution to this violence, we're left to pick up the pieces. You think you can swing your toy swords around and play the gallant hero? Some legendary knight propped up by a fairy tale. You're too stupid to realize your false king is offering false promises. Are you willfully ignorant or just brain dead? Do you know the problems you've caused? In Westminster, in Eastminster, even here? Do you want to know why I'm standing in this office instead of General Asquith? Because he's MIA. So, whatever message you have from your terrorist king, I don't have time for it. It is it? Then speak, before I change my mind. Then it's either war or peace you're after. And I'm guessing the former. You wouldn't give up priceless intel otherwise. Peace with you would mean war with the gentry, which honestly doesn't sound half bad. Those bastards have no idea what we go through for them. A soldier should fight for peace and security, not someone's fortune. That's mercenary work. I'm done being the poster boy for their aggression. They ordered this war. I'll hear Arthur out, so long as the safety of my men is guaranteed in the meantime. We'll meet in neutral territory. but I don't have the authority to sign. No one does. Not until General Asquith is found, or a replacement has been named. No, I'm a contender for his replacement, but so is Major Jonathan Allen. He's a lower rank, but more popular. Popularity is important. If you're serious about wanting peace, speak with Major Allen. He was the last to see the General after the... well, I've heard some call it the Battle of Albion. If we have a General, we might just have a peace. You should consider enlisting. We need people like you.
We won't go quietly, you can count on that.
God save the Queen!
Ah, the Inquisitive Knight. I was warned you'd be looking for me. So that's what we're calling that blunder. What about it? True, but mutual need doesn't mean mutual goals. Give me one good reason to help you, and I'll consider it. Peace in our time, huh? That's your gambit? It's not a bad one, to be sure. Let's pretend I'll help you. What would you do with the General? A rescue mission. Having him back, even broken, would boost morale. And if he can name a successor, you're proposing a calculated risk to keep the Tommies from collapsing. I can respect that. It's a decision a leader would make when there are no good options. General Asquith planned to lead a tactical unit through the South Field. They were strategically waiting to attack in the Razorgrain. However, instead of joining the fray, they retreated before we gave the command to fall back. Because of his chosen, battle tactic, I lost track of him. That is the truth. Do with it what you will, Knight. Can I help you? Mind the gap, and all that.
What news, Gaheris? No leader? What happened? Likely why I didn't see him on the battlefield. Do you have any clues where he may be? An odd place to launch a surprise strike. Search the Razorgrain field, Gaheris. Whether it's a man or a body, the General is still the key to peace. I'll send Kay to assist. Her medical skills will be invaluable if he's still alive, and she can deliver the body if there's nothing left to salvage. Hail, Gaheris. Farewell.
Ever vigilant.
There's a place for me.
Be careful, Gaheris. I can hear dogs. They're hungry and likely enjoying a fresh kill. They won't take lightly to you interrupting their dinner. Need help? See ya.
Literally, I can feel them rattling. Check the breast pockets. It's where I keep my valuables. There's a chill about in the air. I like it.
So this was the dog's dinner. But it doesn't look like it was their kill. You're right. A single bullet to the back of the head, with no exit wound, and burns around the scalp. You'd need to be close. Someone he trusted did this. Hurry back to the Tommies. I'll follow behind with Asquith's body.
I'm here to serve.
God save our gracious Queen, long live our noble Queen.
Fuck! I told you, I don't know who the spy is.
Gaheris, you've returned.
What have you learnt? Where is General Asquith? Then it's as I feared. The great Asquith is no more.
The body will be delivered to you as soon as possible. Gaheris, give us an abbreviated report. As you can see, we're in the middle of something. Sounds like he was betrayed.
This is a real blow to the Tommies. As the General second in command, I am the rightful successor. Though that is likely to be contested.
I thought your hierarchy was clear.
It is. But despite a lower rank, Major Jonathan Allen will likely make a bid for the position. He has a fair few supporters amongst the grunts, but...
But?
He was the only one who saw the General during the battle. And I mean the only one. I've questioned every Tommy trying to find him.
Couldn't someone have lied?
Doubtful, and even if true, you'd need authority to pull a betrayal like this off.
Why kill the General without a guarantee of power, then?
I suspect it might be guaranteed, just not by the Tommies. Our dear friend here likely has the evidence. It wouldn't surprise me if the 5th column knew I'd prefer a pact like this to bowing to their aggression.
That means you'll sign.
If we can find evidence of his betrayal, yes. If not, it'll have to wait until succession is settled, which might take more time than you have.
Then we need to twist the knife a little more in our friend Jeff.
No. Fuck. I swear, I've told you everything I know. The only person who might know more is Horatio.
Keep talking.
Fuck. His name's Horatio Whitehouse. He's supposed to meet Dr. James North in Westminster. I don't know when, but I know it's soon.
Colonel, may I have a moment with my knight alone?
I wish I could meet the Queen.
We have someone on the inside, codenamed Guinevere. She's been following Dr. North for some time. We believe he holds the defense plans for Westminster. Rendezvous with her at the fountain beside the scrapyard in Westminster. She won't acknowledge you unless you give her the call sign, and you must wait for her countersign. You will say, "Do you have a spare Geiger counter?" She'll say, "Mine's being regilded in the shop." Now go. Time is of the essence. I'll work with the Colonel to get more out of Jeff.
You'd have to be insane to take on the Tommies.
What are you doing around these parts?
Hail, Gaheris. Farewell.
You need anything?
You should consider enlisting. We need people like you.
I'd just leave that rubbish behind if I were you.
Going up. ground floor.
Where did you come from?
Are you back with Shelley's dinner? You are the embodiment of virtue, my friend. I assure you we are both very grateful. As promised, here is the reward you deserve for your valiant service. Speak your mind.
I do hope Father is proud of me.
Pleasure? Oh dear, I don't. Maybe one of the shops do?
Why would such a ruffian approach me? Does it look like I'd need to carry such a thing?
Good day. What a strange question. None of your business. Good day.
Mine's being re-gilded in the shop. Glad you're here, Gaheris. Arthur told me to expect you. I've been following Dr. North for months, and we finally have an opportunity. To finish my mission. We have a party to go to. But before we go, you can't look like that. And blend in. You're not a knight. You're not some common wayfarer. You're someone the gentry should already know. Make them feel like they should know you, and they'll play along. Uncomfortable social interactions are just as bad as a bullet to them.
Can't you just piss off and bother someone else? That'd be great.
Oh, don't ask me. I'm just here for as much free food as I can carry.
Ah, fundraising season. The time of the year where we beg for money in the name of science.
That thing takes me back to the old times. The good times.
I wonder if they'll have any breakthroughs in curing my hangover. That would be a true scientific achievement. It must be horrible to live in places without luxury.
Do you happen to have a brush? My suit is covered in dust.
I do hope Father is proud of me.
I don't know what you know about Dr. North, but he's the poster boy of why I fight for London. He used to lead the Reformist Party, can you believe that? Well, he was more like their jester. I've been in Westminster my whole life, and I can't think of a single instance where he took his job seriously. Absolutely zero political motivation. Il est fils de pute in every conceivable way. While some of us work to better ourselves and our fellow man, he bettered his dinner menu. But, somehow, he's an associate of the newly appointed Lord Chancellor, Smythe. Even more of a poot than North. And that association is why you're here, because Horatio is likely to show his ugly face. Okay, here's the plan. North is one of the only people with Westminster's defence plans. They're always secured in his breast pocket. Horatio is going to be skulking about since he's technically banned. You tail North and throw suspicion off of me, all while finding out where he's to meet Horatio. Plant these surveillance devices while you're at it. Even if one of us slips up, we might still make this a success. Meet back up with me once you know something.
I'm in touch with humanity.
Oh no, I've lost the keys to the rad filter system. There is a god. The new Chancellor won't toss me out now.
Who puts a telescreen in the bathroom? How ghastly. Very good idea. It is improper to have a telescreen in here. Do what you must. If I see one more up-and-comer peasant, I'll go mad.
He's on duty. No petting allowed, I'm afraid. Seems Miles is no exception.
Hello? I told you not to call me here. Yes, I know exactly who you work for, you pompous... No, don't you dare make a move without my express... Just wait right where you are. No, actually, don't wait there. You're too high profile. Meet me at the train wreck downtown. We'll discuss this in person, like civilized... What did you just call me? Hello? Hello? That arrogant weasel. I ought to just leave him to the rat roaches for a minute. I'll just center myself and then deal with another one of his messes.
Geharris, you're back already. Mysterious phone call. It has to be Horatio trying to arrange a meeting. You go find Horatio. I'll keep North busy. But hurry, I can buy you a head start, but that's all.
Nothing suspicious to see. Yeah, nothing suspicious at all.
Life at the top is immensely satisfying.
Stay safe, civilian. These are dark times.
That Badman Lawrence is so stingy with supplies. Who does he think he is? Fine day for it, ain't it?
How you doing?
That you, Dr. North? You sound nothing like that grimy doctor. We're being attacked.
Fuck it! Medic! Eat this!
You're messing with a column. You signed your own death warrant.
Wait! Please! Whatever you want, it's yours. Just name it. He's a useful clown. Distractions when we need them, boats when that suits our needs. He's nothing more than a convenient patsy we have leverage on. Some bigwig named Allen, Major Jonathan Allen. We turned him a long time ago. Feeds us info, takes care of problems for us, whatever we need. I could prove it. Thank goodness.
How can I help you? If there's one thing I've gained from all my long years, it's a health. The appreciation.
Well, Gaheris, I'd call this night a success. And so has Dr. North. Dr. North ran into a little bit of trouble when he left the party. Police may have received an anonymous tip about a rendezvous. Association with undesirables is an imprisonable offence if you didn't know, and now Dr. North knows it too. But before they gave him shiny new bracelets, he struggled, and as the upstanding citizen that I am, I helped pin him down. And those plans in his breast pocket just slid right into my hands. See you around, Gaheris. I've got a party behind me, and I can't think of a better way to celebrate the downfall of the gentry than by drinking all their booze right in front of them.
Mind the gap and all that.
Your knight returns, Arthur.
Gaheris, what news?
This is... Men, arrest Major Jonathan Allen. He is to stand trial for espionage and treason.
So, you've read my report, Colonel. I won't hide it. Yes, I support the 5th column. We all should. The Tommies were formed to protect Old Blighty. That was our mission, from the Queen herself. And for years we've listened to the people claiming to be her mouthpiece. But are they? Would the Queen leave us in such a state? There is no law and order. There is no safety in her kingdom. Hooligans run around like petulant children, and the gentry tolerate it, all because it doesn't affect their tea time. Eve was born to a gentry father, but not a gentry mother, and for that, she was cast out and shamed. That is the world the gentry have built, a world of slaves and masters. And we are not slaves. We will never be slaves to lazy politicians. So don't fight for someone who wouldn't fight for you. We are better than dogs for the gentry to kick. Old Blighty is better than a pool for them to piss in. The 5th column is the future. A bright and proud future. Join me. Stand up. For London.
What you say is not wrong, Major, but it's a half-truth. You're right. The gentry do not care for anyone other than the gentry. But the same is true for the column. How many of you have seen firsthand their brutality? Daughters ripped from mothers' arms because they existed where the column marched. Is existence a crime? Both the gentry and the column argue, yes. But anyone with half a heart knows that can't be our future. We are a people. One people. We are all worth fighting for. Major Allen's honeyed words can't mask the vinegar. He would watch us gag on our own blood just as much as the gentry would. We're not asking you to fight beside us. Only give old Blighty the chance she deserves. You know the gentry are against us all, and deep in your heart, you know the column is too. So stand aside. Let peace win today. Not the kind won from violence, but the kind won from civil words. Because isn't that what we all want? A return to civility. Stand aside and win. Stand aside so we can all win. All peoples of Blighty. It is your choice if London can shine once more. Stand aside and let peace shine. This is what your Queen commanded. Ensure the peace. I beg of you. Follow your Queen's order. Let peace prevail.
Major Jonathan Allen, you have confessed to your crimes before your peers. I hereby strip you of your title and commend you to the court-martial for sentencing. Put him in a cell beside the other traitor. I wish I could meet the Queen.
What are you doing around these parts? Where did you come from?
You've done well, Gaheris. We've won a major victory today. But our day isn't over. We've won peace with the Tommies, but we can't keep this from the column. 2 spies removed, they're practically abandoning Westminster, and they're clearly not raising arms against us. They will know of this pact of non-aggression within days. I'm sending you to Cable Street. Bedivere is there. We need to take the fight to the column. Camelot can't take another assault. She is up on a lookout point opposite their headquarters, accessible via the Jack the Ripper Museum. Go. With one more push, we can topple an empire and rebuild old Blighty as she once was. I'm counting on you, Gaheris.
Open fire on this traitor.
Tremble at the sight of the Mountbattens.
Out of here. I'll get you.
Get him in place.
Who's next?
I'm making a move. Cover me. Just a scratch.
Pin him in place!
Down the bitch that birthed you. So long as one of you draws. I'll even give you a shot for free.
Are you trying to get yourself killed? Get the hell out of here! Bastard!
Not quite good at this. How many calls has he made? For free. We're gonna have fun with this one. Where do you think you're off to? Not very quiet, are
You gonna scamper off with your tail between your legs?
Going on is Black dead, and where the bleed neck is Nelson. We're gearing up for an all-out war here, and I haven't heard shit from either of you. A ceasefire? Are you out of your goddamn mind? Do you have any idea how much time and resources we've invested in this? And you just want to call it a day? What kind of weak-kneed, spineless, gutless, chicken shit move is that? You're done, you hear me? You're done!
Gaunt, let's hear him out.
What?
We don't know Black's terms. If they're preferable to war, then they're worth considering, ain't they?
I cannot believe I'm hearing this. Fine. Winston and Johnny are in the lounge. I want this bollocks dealt with quickly. It isn't the fucking time for placard-wielding conscientious fucking objectors.
With you here, we might just be something again someday.
More bodies getting shot done never hurt anything.
Hey, you're, Sid's mate, ain't you? You should, go check what happened in the alley out back.
Good to see you back.
My mother wanted me to be a farmer, but I get my hands dirty in other ways.
Glad your gun's on our side.
With just a bit more territory up north, we might have a strategic advantage.
The graveyard shift again for me. Sick of it.
Mum teach you better, not where you're going.
All are cowards, if you ask me.
Roundels, pistols, Miller's little boys. Everyone thinks their mob's a gang.
Right. Thomas Black's clearly a sitting duck without his lieutenants because he's running scared. So, he sent our tentative friend here to discuss terms of a ceasefire. Why we would want to give up when victory is in sight is clearly fucking lost on me, but we'll get to that later. First port of call, where the fuck is Nelson? Don't even get me started on you, you traitorous bastard. There's no neutrality in this. If you're not against the Syndicate, you're with them. Go on then. Black's terms. What happens to Bromley? Is there a problem, or are you just enjoying the silence? And you believed him. There's no way he said that with a straight face. What a load of crap. He'd betray us as soon as we even look like we're about to turn our backs. These Syndicate scumbags have had it coming for far too long, and it's time for them to pay the price. They think they can just tap out whenever they feel like it. They think this is some sort of fucking cordial gangbang. Let's get out there and show the Syndicate what we're made of. It's time to put an end to this war, once and for all. Speak up now or forever hold your peace.
A ceasefire now is better than a war. The Syndicate may have lost their lieutenants, but they still have greater numbers and firepower. Even if things kick off again, would it be so bad to let Black get complacent? We'd have more time to build our strength.
We'd be seen as weak if we agreed to a ceasefire, killing any and all momentum. The Vagabonds would wither away into obscurity. There'd be no strength to build.
Gaunt's right. These bastards have it coming. A ceasefire would feel like surrender. Even with their numbers, we have an edge. We've got supply lines reaching deep into Millwall. We've got people in their own territory. We're ready for this. I can't say the same for Syndicate.
Exactly.
I can't say for certain, though. I'm willing to let the Wayfarer make their case.
Well, there we have it.
I got something to say.
Go for it, Johnny.
You know me, Gaunt. I hate the dogs more than anyone, and I always will.
We're well aware, Johnny.
But I was thinking, maybe we could keep on hating them, and just don't kill them. If it means they won't kill us, then why not? Let's keep on hating them, but in a peaceful way. They can keep on hating us if they want to. Doesn't matter to me. Let's hate, not war.
You know what? He might actually be onto something there.
Oh, shut up, both of you. The Syndicates don't want peace. That's a fantasy. You've kept it to yourself long enough. What's the catch? What are Black's full terms? And there we have it. You must be joking. I'm not going anywhere. The Gaunts were running this town when you were wetting the bed. I know exactly how to get this job done, and I'm not about to let some wet behind the ears upstart come in and take my place. Why the hell would anyone follow you? Without me, the Vagabonds would be directionless. Do you honestly think you have what it takes? You'd be a bloody nobody around here without me, still floating around in your own piss. Everything you've done for us has been on my orders. You're a follower, not a leader. You need respect to be a leader. What have you done worth respecting?
That's true, boss. They put that warehouse out of action and looted the place.
Fine. Maybe you're not completely useless. So what?
Yeah, that boat's a wreck thanks to the Wayfarer, and all those civilians got freed.
Fuck me. Fine. Does no one see the bigger picture?
To be fair, that supply train put a lot of food on people's tables. It was much appreciated.
Bollocks. Forget the train. It's hardly of great importance, is it?
It's true. They helped John the Screw fix his place up. It's as good as new these days.
I heard the Wayfarer taught Sabretooth to read. I had no idea he couldn't. It must be the nicest thing anyone's done for him in a long while.
Leave off it. The old man had gone soft. So what? You've done a few odd jobs here and there. Why should that change anything? Well, I didn't realise you were a bona fide Florence Nightingale. Is there anything else I should know, you pious snowflake? Don't listen to this nonsense, lads. I've given everything to this gang. Everything. You can't do this to me. We're family.
It's for the best, Seb. Let's give peace a chance. Keep on hating them, just like Johnny said.
We'd be in good hands.
And it's not like you'd have to leave us. We'd make sure you were taken care of.
You too, Winston. I can't believe I'm fucking hearing this. You're a disgrace, the lot of you. The cowardice is unbelievable. I'd be ashamed to even call myself your leader. It's like you're all trying to outdo each other to see who can be the most gutless. But you needn't bother. The Wayfarer takes the grand prize. It all makes sense now. You've been working for Black all along, ain't ya? Right from the start. You're going to pay for your treachery, and pay dearly.
Leave off it, Gaunt. We found him in a test tube, for Christ's sake.
Stay out of this, all of you. This is between me and him.
A little pick-me-up, I see. I'll enjoy it.
You know what? That might be the only sensible thing you've ever said. I'll do it my way then. And if I die, tough luck. If I succeed, I hope you useless sacks of shit remember this day.
I was hoping it wouldn't come to that.
Why the hell did he do that?
Right.
Some of the others won't be happy with Gaunt gone.
It might take time, but they'll accept the Wayfarer. Peace is alien to most of us, but I have a feeling we might like it.
Here's to our new
Wayfarer, what do you want? He's gone, banished to the slums of Bromley. A vagabond no more. And you know who caused this? You. It was your fault. Coming in here, filling Sid's mind with poison, making him weak in the head, threatening the whole gang with his stupid stories. Sid was a respectable man round there, till you came along and changed him. You did this. You good as drove him out of here yourself with what you've done. Here's a tip, Charlie. In future, think through the consequences of your actions. Now get out of my sight.
If Mickey swipes my... I drink again, I swear I'll swipe his head.
To peace and prosperity. We'll take care of things here. Use Nelson's radio. Tell Black we accept his terms.
Make sure he keeps his word.
Good luck out there, boss.
Roundels, pistols, Miller's little boys. Everyone thinks their mom's a gang.
Glad your gun's on our side.
With us in charge, things will be nicer. For us, of course.
Oh, look who it is. Lovely to see you, mate. Just Sid now. And I'm doing fine. I've never been better, in fact. Poor Gaunt. I tried to help him, but it didn't work out. That's just how it is, though. I've learnt that recently. Though it took a long time for the message to come through. You try to help others, and sometimes it doesn't work out. But that's okay. What matters is you tried. That's the dilemma you have to accept. But listen, I'm glad to see you before I set off. Yeah, I've been doing some thinking. You helped me a lot, and now it's time I try to help others. I've decided I want to be a wayfarer like you. No more Bromley for me. I'm off to explore the rest of Old Blighty. Maybe I'll survive and maybe I won't. But either way, I'll be living here. This is my last bit of writing before I hit the road. I'd like you to have it. Take care of yourself, young pup. It's a hard world out there, but people like you make it better.
Do you know how much you confuse me?
Good to see you back.
My confusion hasn't diminished. You stumbled onto a ghoul hanging off a sign pleading for help, and you actually helped him. That sort of gratitude isn't exactly commonplace in today's society, especially for a complete stranger. That's the source of my confusion. Why did you do it? It? Oh. Forgive me for being shocked that someone would be so straightforward. Still, that doesn't solve my confusion. You don't really know me, my past. I might be a monster. On the inside, that is. Let me rectify that, please. I was born before the bombs fell. My father and mother were middle class, a worker and a housewife. Unexceptional. I was doomed to follow in their footsteps until I chose to go to university. And after that, I joined the government as a data entry clerk at the Foreign and Commonwealth Office. It's part of the reason why I survived. I was working late at the office when it all happened. Had I gone home, I'd have certainly been reduced to ash. And that's it. That's Arthur Mountbatten, Now, we're no longer strangers. All is right within the world. None at all. Just work acquaintances. And even then, those are quite slim, what with my extended lifespan. It's all good. Didn't have time for them anyway. No, they did... I think not. No, I know not. They did not. They did not die after the bombs fell. They died before. Your words, not mine. I know I have more luxury than your common Londoner, but that doesn't mean my struggles are any lesser. They're just of a different sort. Like comparing radioactive apples to rotten poor oranges. Huh? Did you say something? Let's change the subject. Of course. Thank you for listening. But don't make a huge fuss out of it. I don't have time for that. How can I help you? If there's one thing I've gained from all my long years, it's a healthy appreciation of silence.
Speaking.
Ah, there you are. Me and old Nelson were wondering if we'd hear from you again. Gaunt is known to be volatile. That's good to hear. I've decided I'm ready to be rid of this war. Far too destructive and far too expensive. We'll honor this ceasefire to the letter. If you truly are the amicable successor Nelson makes you out to be, I know you will too. The future's bright, Wayfarer. I wish you luck.
I'm gonna wait a while before I return to the Swan Mitre. Let things cool down. If I'm welcome back, that is. Thank you.
Don't worry, I'll give him work in the meantime. I owe it to him on account of his missing eyes.
Goodbye, Wayfarer.
Yes, goodbye, Wayfarer. Many thanks again. It's just good business at the end of the day. Remember that and you'll do well.
More bodies getting shite done, never hurt anything.
My mother wanted me to be a farmer.
There's an art
but I get
to
my hands
thievery,
dirty in other ways.
and you are an artiste.
Look where you're going. The graveyard shift again for me. Sick of it.
With just a bit more territory up north, we might have a strategic advantage. With you here, we might just be something again someday.
Careful now. You wouldn't want to make a mess.
Isle of Cowards, if you ask me.
What is that dreadful stench? And how can we put an end to it?
Glad your gun's on our side. With you here, we might just be something again someday.
Need help? See ya.
Roundels, pistols, millers, little boys. Everyone thinks their mob's a gang. Good to see you back. Glad your gun's on our side. With you here, we might just be something again someday.
It's a good day to get things done.
Good to see you back.
Glad your gun's on our side. Another blasted day, innit?
If Mickey swipes my drink again, I swear I'll swipe his head.
With us in charge, things would be nicer. For us, of course, but for Blighty too.
All part of the boss's plan, apparently.
Touch me again, and there'll be consequences.
Look who's there. Whoever's hiding from us, stay there. No two ways around it. It's fight time. My old bones can't handle too much of this. Literally, I can feel them rattling. I've been hankering for another go at it.
Medic!
Another successful violent interaction.
Oi!
Let me show you just what I've learned. Check the breast pockets. It's where I keep my valuables.
Who's that? Comrades! Eat this!
I do believe I've lost track of up and down.
Inspectors and super sleuths, welcome to the Jack the Ripper Dark Secrets of Whitechapel holotape tour. I'm your guide, and I'll be taking you on a chilling journey through one of history's most infamous unsolved mysteries. Our story begins in the year 1888, in the grimy, gaslit streets of London's East End, the district of Whitechapel. It was a time of poverty, overcrowding and social unrest. In the autumn of that year, terror gripped the heart of Whitechapel as a series of gruesome murders began to unfold. The victims, all women, were brutally mutilated and left in horrifying states. The unknown killer, who would later become known as Jack the Ripper, operated with a chilling efficiency, seemingly vanishing into the night after each grisly act. Despite the efforts of the London Metropolitan Police, the true identity of Jack the Ripper has remained one of history's most enduring mysteries. The killer's letters taunted investigators, adding to the intrigue. Countless theories and suspects have been proposed over the years, from surgeons to artists, nobles to commoners, yet Jack's true identity remains elusive. As we journey through Whitechapel's cobblestone streets, we'll visit the sites of the infamous murders, the places where terror once reigned. Step carefully as we delve into the shadowy alleyways where Jack's victims met their gruesome fates. Feel the weight of history as we explore the twisted alleys and dark corners that once served as the backdrop to this terrifying tale. In the end, the mystery of Jack the Ripper endures, a haunting reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of any city. We may never uncover the truth, but we can remember the victims and the chilling legacy of this enigmatic figure. Thank you for your attention and joining us on this journey into the art of one of London's greatest mysteries. Remember, as we explore these dark corners of the past, we honour the memory of those who walked these streets long ago.
Good to see you, Garrus. I was about to go postal up here. The only company I have is Percival yapping away on the CV. Sit down with me.
Let me show you what true pain feels like. Ah! Could be this fun.
We'll line all the lights of you against the wall.
They missed my...
Where the fun begins.
You decided that, Warren. We'll toss you in a mass grave, scum. Cover you in lime.
You're done for.
Eat this! Camelot! We'll hang you on a lecky pole, dressed with a nice sign and all.
Oh, fuck you!
For Camelot! Yeah! For Eve!
You're quite good at this. How many corpses have you looted before?
Down there is Cable Street. My job is to sit here, observe, and think. I have an inkling of a plan. It's daring, but doable. They'll regret setting up shop in the street, no matter how symbolic. Despite being considerably less defended, pushing from the side streets is a no-go. Our troops will spread thin, and even when we make it through, we'll have to fight them off from both sides. The best strategy is to be bold, attack their main defences on the east and west, and then push through to the middle. It'll force them into a two-front defence. It's not the quick, victorious rush through some back alley that people are hoping for, but this will actually work. I still need to work out the specifics of the plan, and there's much preparation to be done. You can help with this. I need you to clear out the Tower of London. We're going to take it over. The Beefeaters need to go. We lack a base of operations nearby, a staging area. The Tower of London seems like the perfect fit. Oh, don't act coy. You've achieved similar feats. And cannibalism severely damages mental faculties. Those freaks should be no match for a Camelot knight. I need to stay here, work out the logistics of the attack. I'll keep an eye on you from up here, though. I will. Come back in one piece. Greetings. Speak your mind.
I hope I'm wrong, but I believe we're being watched.
Huh?
Yeah! No fighting today.
I'll fight you. Got to
I am dead.
What the? I've got
Who's
a
that?
your name on it.
I need to
wanted
aim better
to
next
eat.
time. Maybe
Nice and right.
chance to escape.
And here's Dick.
Rally forth, my companion. The war.
Brothers, I'll make it quick. What's last? I'll serve you alive.
all you lad.
You wouldn't happen to have a few extra bandages, would you? Something feels... Thank God, it's a false alarm. I'm not a pack mule. You know that, right? Bother. Let me get my pistol. Let us devour their hearts. My eyeballs popped out. How can I help you? If there's one thing I've gained from all my long years, it's a healthy appreciation of silence. My thoughts, whatever they are, will show themselves through my actions. Right now, I'm analyzing your every move. Just in case.
What?
I'll cook my own meal. Come on. It's supper time.
And just no use in dawdling. Time for battle.
I'm hit.
Archery check. Anyone hurt? No? Just me? Good God, what are you doing? No. Sorry, I can't even mock outrage. Steal away.
Huh?
What the?
Not to interrupt your...
What?
Oh, you're mouth-watering, darling.
neck into the fire, I suppose. Emerging victorious from things.
Was that the dinner bell?
I think I see our lunch.
Busted. Nice.
Hail, fellow. Do you have a moment? I hail from the settlement of Thamesfolk in Wandsworth, down by the lake. One of our own, a young girl, has gone missing. Have you seen or heard anything? I see. Thank you for your time. Someone said they might have heard a scream out near the pond. The lead's not concrete enough to cease my investigation here. If you could check it out, I'd be grateful. Did you find anything? Look, if you're not gonna help, at least don't waste my time.
Who's there?
Who?
You're mouth-watering, darling.
Too nice with the sauce. Yes. Last.
Feel my bones.
Help! Do they have good socks? I'm dying for a better pair.
Welcome to the historic and majestic Tower of London. This holotape will guide you through the wonders of this iconic fortress, where over 1,000 years of history come to life. As you enter through the ancient gates, you'll be stepping into a world filled with stories of royalty, intrigue, and even a touch of the macabre. Wander through the medieval palace and marvel at the opulent surroundings of past monarchs. Don't miss the interactive displays and exhibits that transport you back to a time when knights roamed these halls. The Tower of London is also known for its chilling tales of imprisonment and execution. Visit the Traitor's Gate and the Bloody Tower, where famous prisoners such as Anne Boleyn met their grim fates. Keep an eye out for our resident ravens, whose presence is said to protect the kingdom. Legend has it that should they ever leave, the tower and the British monarchy will fall. And if you're here at the right time, you might witness the ceremony of the keys, a tradition that's been performed nightly for over 700 years. Lastly, explore the White Tower, a symbol of Norman power and craftsmanship. Inside you'll find the dazzling crown jewels, including the Imperial State Crown, encrusted with over 2,800 diamonds, and the magnificent Koh-i-Noor diamond. So, whether you're a history enthusiast, or simply seeking an unforgettable experience, the Tower of London awaits your exploration. Remember, the past is alive within these walls, and every stone has a story to tell. Enjoy your visit, and may your journey through time be filled with wonder and awe.
Did you hear that? And we
I just heard a noise of
bad noise.
Think I see our lunch.
Hey, was that the dinner bell? You're mouth-watering, darling.
done already. I was just getting warmed up.
If you want to eat
Just when things were feeling fine. I knew it. We're being attacked. Got on my suit. I'll need a moment.
You'll do nice with the sauce. Yes, you will.
I hope I'm wrong, but I believe we're being watched. Anything to avoid needless combat. Something feels strange, and it's not my rotting innards. Strike that. Reverse. Yawn. Where you came from? Well there, my friend.
What a delicious looking neck.
Let me have some of my dear belongings at least.
Oh, forget about it. Think I see our lunch. And here's dinner.
Altercation I've had in my life. That was the most terrifying. I know you pride yourself in over-encumbrance, but that is proper rubbish.
Heard the commotion over there. I trust the beef eaters are currently eating dirt. An expeditionary group is on their way to take it over. The others will follow suit. Just need to tell Percival over the radio.
No need. I've been here the whole time.
The whole time? I thought I turned that thing off an hour ago.
Really? I thought we were just having an awkward silence.
Tell Merlin, will you?
Of course. Percival, signing off.
The column's recent movements suggest they're preparing to attack us. They've taken the radio tower in Camden, using it to spread anti-Camelot propaganda. Meet Guinevere there. She's waiting for you. She'll help you take them off the air. What's your business?